One of the suspects linked to the murder of women in Mthwalume in KwaZulu-Natal has committed suicide while in police custody. He and other suspects were expected to appear in a KwaZulu-Natal court. The bodies of 5 women have been found in the South Coast settlement during the past 4 months. Our reporter Dasen Thathiah is tracking that story for us outside court. Vilane is also in Mthwalume tracking a prayer service. A march is about to begin to that prayer service. Let's start outside court directly for this hour. Dasen, what has happened? Have the proceedings begun at all?
Well, Dan, the proceedings haven't begun yet, but that's because they are still waiting to hear from the chief prosecutor. That's what the magistrate tells us, that they still need to await his arrival here. But in the interim, we've also been trying to get inside court. We were told that the courtroom is full, but those insiders tell us that that's not the case. So we're still working on getting access. But fortunately, we are told that that case will proceed with that suspect. We're just not sure of exactly what time that will be. But outside, this is the scene. This is where hundreds of people have gathered from around Mthwalume. People have come from further out as well. They've staged a protest here based on 2 things. One, the crimes that have been committed in this area, but secondly also over the police action, or the inaction as they had called it when they were talking, or rather when they met with the police minister on Saturday as well. I just want to get a sense of what the crowd is feeling right now. And I'm going to talk to Thubelihle Sithole. Ma'am, thank you for joining me. Firstly, talk to me about this protest here. I see that there are many women out here today. Is there any sense of relief knowing that there is a suspect that's going to appear in court, or is that not enough?
No, we came here to say no to the suspect, because I think when someone is arrested, we have to put some pressure to the police or magistrate, whoever. We, as a woman of Mthwalume, we are here to say no bail today.
What about the news of the other suspect allegedly committing suicide inside the cells? I know that that information has come to the crowd. What are people saying?
Well, no, I'm very angry. I heard that news that the other suspect is committed suicide. I'm very, very angry because I think the process is going too slow. I'm still worried about the one who left. I'm very, very worried. But we hope that the one who left will talk.
There are issues around women's safety in this area. I know that the community has said that to the police minister as well. He has said that there will be a police station, there will be increased patrols. There are some changes in policing. Does that make you happy? Does it make you feel safer as a woman in this area?
No, not at all, because I don't want to lie to you. We are here because we get a mobile police station around here at Mthwalume. But we are still worried about those people who are not arrested yet. I don't think we are safe for now until all the suspects are getting arrested.
I know you've also been in touch with some of the families. You've been visiting them as well. How have they responded to the news of these arrests?
I never contact them yet. I don't want to lie to you. But they are here already. But I never talk to them. Yes.
Thanks. Hopefully we will get an opportunity, Dan, to talk to some of those families. I've just been told that the victims' families are also here at this protest.
Yeah, hopefully, Dasen, you can find them while we're still connected, and it's good to see that united front by women on the ground in Mthwalume, and they seem to represent different political affiliations. I've seen ANC colours there, I've seen IFP colours earlier. But let's go to the other side of Mthwalume, where Vilane at this stage is tracking a prayer service that's set to happen shortly at a spot where some of the bodies have been found. Has the march begun towards that spot where the prayer service will happen?
Not yet, Braden, but community members have started arriving here. Maybe behind me you can see they are carrying placards, and all of them, they are wearing black. And this is the sign of showing support to the families of the victim. We actually at Utwini taxi rank, and we understand that the march or this demonstration will proceed to about over 2 kilometers from here to the site where bodies bodies were recovered, and that's where they are going to hold a prayer service. But then I've managed to grab two ladies that I'm going to chat to that are part of the march here. Mama, cela njengamanje uyingxenye yale march, niphatheka kanjani ngesimo lesesiqhubekayo la eMthwalume?
Ngiyabonga kakhulu ithuba. Siwumphakathi, especially abantu besifazane bale Mthwalume, sizizwa singekho safe nhlobo in terms of ngalama killings, because sihlala in fear manje, asazi ukuthi kusasa kuzobe kubani. It might be your mother, it might be your sister, it might be your child, it might be anyone anyway. So asazi ukuthi soyenza njani, but sike sithema sikhala siwumphakathi sabantu besifazane. Sibonga kakhulu ukuthi ubhekcele necabinet yakhe and the ministry at whole, because sithema sikhala wafika weza kuthina, wafika wasi-addressa. Siyayibona futhi ne-satellite, i-police station eyi-satellite lapha ngasesibhedlela ikhona, iyasebenza 24/7. Siyabonga kakhulu ngemizamo eyenziwa amaphoyisa. Siyathemba ukuthi ngokuhamba kwesikhathi ngeke saphinde yenzeke into enje, nanokuthi singabantu besifazane njengamanje, ngisho umuntu esefuna ukuya esitolo usucabanga kaningi ukuthi ngabe ngizobuya yini. That's the only thing that we have manje man. Uma uphuma endlini uba nalowo mqondo ukuthi I hope ukuhlala emthandazweni nokuhlala kuNkulunkulu umuntu enze lokho akwenzayo ukuze sikwazi ukuthi sigcine safe.
But then I believe the two ladies are sharing the same sentiment. They are pleased that the police, when they started raising their concern in the area, the police minister came, Minister Thubelihle, together with his cabinet, and one of their concerns was that they were pleading with him to open a police station in the area, of which they are saying they are happy that he has set up a satellite police station in the area and it's operating 24 hours, though they still feel not safe when they're walking around, but they believe that these incidents, they will start decreasing. As I said earlier on, Praten, from here, the demonstration will start be moving to the site where bodies were recovered. That's where they are going to hold the prayer service.
Yeah, we'll come back to you, Thuba, shortly, just to get a sense of exactly what time that demonstration will begin, as people are still gathering there at Ututwini Taxi. But let's take you to outside court now and take our viewers back to Dasen, Thathiah. Dasen, as we were crossing to Thuba, I mentioned the fact that it is good to see that united front by women from different political affiliations standing their ground. And of course, the lady you spoke to a short while ago saying they're outside there to show their support for a no bail must be given. But one would not expect a bail application to take place today.
No, certainly not. I think there will be at least a week or two that will pass before it gets there. But I think that those that have come out here today, you'll see some of them have even gathered behind me now with their placards to show their messages. One saying that the police minister should intervene, Thubelihle. Others are talking about fighting gender-based violence. But I think one of the most important to me here is enough is enough. And I think that had come a long time ago, certainly not after the deaths of 5 women. Dan, I want to show you something, and if I can just make my way through this crowd. You're talking about a united front. Get a sense of how many people are outside this court here now. I mean, there are protesters that are gathered beyond those vehicles and all around the courthouse. Earlier this morning, when that suspect was arriving, there was also a bit of commotion. You'll understand that emotions are running very high here, because there is a belief in the community that as much as there have been arrests, they feel that there could be others that are linked to this. Now, that's not something that's ruled out in the police investigation. So I guess it will be a while before the women here really do feel safe. You would have heard the last lady that I interviewed saying that yes, they are happy with the interventions such as the mobile police station, but they want more to be done. There are issues around here such as a lack of street lights. Women are not feeling safe walking around at night, and prior to this, crime wasn't really that high, but this has really made sure that they take extra precautions, they walk in groups, and ultimately they want an end to gender-based violence. and that is why they have all gathered outside this courtroom today.
Yeah, enough is enough. Dasen, we'll leave you there for now while you try and get inside court, because the court proceedings have not yet started. We expect one suspect to appear today after reports that the other one has allegedly committed suicide while in police custody. And the women on the ground are not happy to hear that news, but we're still awaiting official word regarding this alleged suicide of the second suspect. Thubelihle is on another part of Mthwalume. Thuba, when we left today, you were still expecting that demonstration to begin. People were still expected to arrive. Any update of exactly when will they proceed to where the bodies were recovered, where the prayer service is said to happen later this morning?
Yes, absolutely, Braden. The prayer will be starting any time from now. We understand that some of the people that are currently in court will also be joining the march that will be starting here. So it might be delayed, and then maybe they will wait until the court finishes, and then they will start be moving to the site where bodies were discovered, where they're going to hold a prayer service. But I had another lady that I've managed to get, Braden. Mama, siyabonga kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho. Sixoxele nje ukuthi nizizwa ninjani lana. Siyazi ukuthi sekukhona ababoshiwe. Kuniphatha kanjani lokho?
Ngithi unonjabulo wakangcobo. Ngithi mina siyajabula ukuzwa ukuthi sekhona ababashiwe, even though oyedwa kuthiwa uzibulele sigenayo ngisho yaloko, but kodwa kubhlungu ukuthina lokho ukuthi sithole ukuthi usezibulele kanjani engakakhuluma amaqiniso ukuze sithole information ukuthi bekusebenzela bani, bekwenzekalani. But kodwa asithemba ukuthi sazophinde sibathole futhi, because njengoba bekejele nje abeyibulala basakhona abanye abasangaphandle abasebenzelana nabo, which means lento isazophinde iqhubeke nje futhi siphinde sibulawe, because befanele babeke safe la ukuthi khona sokwazi ukuthi baphinde sithole basitshela information ngalabo abanye abasebenzela ukuthi baphi laba abanye, because mina ngikholwa ukuthi lento iphelile njengoba beyibulala bona, and it's not like ibona bowu2, but bakhona nalabo abasebenzela bona nabanye esidinga ukubathola. Still asikho safe, asikakabikho nje safe sisonke nje thina sisasaba nje sathi besimile stobhini sisabe.
Braden, she's saying that they're very happy that there are people that have been arrested, though there are reports that one of the suspects has committed suicide. But she believes that there are many other people that might have been involved in this syndicate that has been taking place in this area. She's saying that it's a very sad news that one has decided to commit suicide, because they were still expecting that person was going to give the details of why and how they had to do what they did.
Yeah, it's the same sentiment, Thuba, that Dasen Thathiah outside court, he has also been able to get from other women who are outside there. Looks like it's going to be a long day because the court proceedings have not yet started. As you've said, the women outside court and those who are there at 220 taxi rank are going to be joining together in that march later on. Thank you very much, Thubelihle. We'll have to let him go for now. We are focusing on what's happening in Mthwalume. 5 women bodies found dumped in and around that area in KwaZulu-Natal over the last 4 months. A serial killer on the prowl, maybe nobody knows exactly for sure. 2 suspects arrested late last week by the police. One of them has now allegedly committed suicide. One is expected to appear in court. We're still waiting for those proceedings to begin. We'll keep you informed during the day here on eNCA and how that Mthwalume story develops.